What's up YouTube, Electric Kicks here, back at it again with another video, and today we have something different. We're going to be going over the Air Max 1 OG86 or Air Max 1 Big Bubble. As you guys can see, there's that massive air unit in there, and pretty much going to go over the sizing, the quality, the design, a little bit of the history behind the shoe, and as well an on feet of the sneaker. But let's go ahead and get into it. So starting with the box, boom, cool little Nike box, red little distressing on it, so it looks really cool. And the cool thing about it is, you see, we do have the air unit, the 4 bubbles on the box, and I think that's really cool. Adds to the design of the box, makes the presentation a lot better. Now boom, going into the sneaker, I managed to get these during the shock drop, the early release, and these are actually coming out tomorrow for Air Max Day, so March 26th. Retail was $150, I believe, so for sure a well worth shoe to get, especially if you're just starting a collection like Air Maxes. You can't go wrong with this OG classic sneaker that goes with everything, and I was super excited to get it. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the shoe. Boom, here's a sneaker. Classic Air Max 1 in the red. Here's going to be the outsole. We do have that waffle outsole right there. Now going to the midsole, this is where things start to change. Now as you guys can see, we do have that giant bubble on there with the 4 little pods on the air unit right there. Now I do want to go ahead and talk about the history. This shoe was originally designed in 1986. Now it released in 1987. In 1987, they had manufacturing problems with making this shoe. Now, during certain weather conditions, pretty much the air bubble was popping or it just wasn't holding, and it would pretty much break or start releasing air. And that's just something that they weren't able to manufacture back in the day, whether it was a technology that they were working with or something else. So they, instead of having this giant air unit in there, they switched it to the traditional 3-hole air unit, the smaller one that's on all the Air Max ones that we know today. But I will say, looking at it, it doesn't look bad. It does look a little bit different though. It looks off. I'm so used to seeing the original Air Max 1, but it's super cool to actually see what the original Air Max 1 should have been, and to finally own the original Air Max 1 in its full glory right here. But yeah, super cool story. I do like that instead of, making up a random story, they're actually going back to the roots and designing what it actually should have been, and giving us sneakerheads and collectors what we actually want is the closest thing that we can get to the original. So boom, here it is. Now going on to the upper, we do have red. This like a felt material, nice red. Then we also do have like this tan felt material as well. Back tab, Nike Air on the back, stitched on there, really nice. Now going over to the toe box, we do have that mesh material, and I do want to talk about the mesh material. I will say I do like it. It makes the shoe very nice, lightweight, and breathable. But the thing I hate about it, when it gets dirty, it gets dirty. It is super hard to clean, and it does get dirty pretty quickly. So just keep in mind, if you are buying this shoe, if you're like in the rain and the dirt, this is going to get super dirty fast, and it is not easy to clean. Going over to the tongue, we do have the Nike with the check on there, as well with flat white laces on there as well. No extra laces. Back in the day, there was no extra laces with the sneaker. Now going on to the insole, we do have the Nike Air on the insole, and on the side of the shoe, I don't know if you guys can see that right there, it says 9.5. That is my personal size, and I do like that they went back to the original style in stamping the size on the side of the shoe. That's how they did it back in the day, and that's what they brought back to the sneaker. So bringing all those OG hints back to the shoe is really nice to see. Now when it does come to the sizing of the shoe, I do want to say, go true to size. I'm a 9.5. I'm slightly on the wider side. I went true to size. These fit great. I had no issues with them, so I do recommend everybody to go true to size. Unless you want a really snug fit, go half size down, but I will say true to size is probably going to be your best bet for this sneaker. But overall, really nice shoe. I do really like it a lot, and I will be wearing it a lot. Now, going over to the resale, these retailed at $150. They're not really reselling for anything, so if you are interested in picking up a pair and do not manage to hit on release, go to your local sneaker stores, Foot Locker, Finish Line, your Champs. They might have them in store on release date. Go early because it's a classic colorway. It will sell out regardless of anything because people do like the shoe, people do like the colorway. Regardless of the hype, it is going to sell out. Now, in terms of resale, they're not really reselling for anything, so if you don't manage to hit, check your local resellers. They might have a couple pairs, might be like $20 over retail, and I would just say pick them up. If you do want them, pick them up. But overall, really nice shoe, and I'm super excited that they brought back all the original stuff to this shoe. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the on feet.